Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the first live session on the MOOC course Microprocessors and Interfacing. So there are some questions already raised here. So which is the advanced latest microprocessor? Okay, good afternoon and welcome to the first live session on the MOOC course Microprocessors and Interfacing. So there are some questions already. So the advanced latest microcontroller that varies from the manufacturer to manufacturer. And if you say the microchip, the company microchips latest microprocessor is SAM S70. Again, this depends upon the application also. So if you want to use this microcontroller in automobile industry, we have some specialized microcontrollers, communication industry. So depends upon the application also, the people are designing the microcontrollers. And regarding the programming, if you learn the programming of any one particular microcontroller, you can easily extend that knowledge to learn the coding of any other microcontroller also. Regarding the second question, I offer normally this internship to the toppers, but in the microprocessors and interfacing course, nobody has approached me. The other course I taught last semester, very long. For that, two students approached and I have given some problem also. So many projects which is both the hardware and software based. You can have the home automation system, and you have a lot of based on the robotics also. Even if you search in the Google also, you'll get a lot of mini projects. So VLSI industry after the BTech or MTech, this is also one of the VLSI course only because the microprocessor is basically a VLSI chip, very large integration chip. So this microcontroller, which is actually a variant of microprocessor, will be used in many of the embedded system industries. Nowadays, embedded system is employed in many applications. Like if you take 5G, CG, we have a lot of embedded systems, system on chip. So in that applications, you can use this microprocessor knowledge. So as a result of that, we can have some exposure in the VLSI industries after the BTech or MTech. Yeah, actually I covered this course microprocessor interfacing thoroughly, starting from the fundamental to the advanced applications also. Even I have covered the applications like the temperature control, traffic control. So I covered almost major applications starting from the fundamentals. So normally the questions will be based on the instructions in programming. So you'll be given some program. Sometimes some instructions I miss and I'll ask to find out what are the missed instructions. And sometimes I will be given the program and I'll ask after the execution of this program what will be the contents of the different registers, different memory locations. And there will be some questions on the memory interfacing, IO interfacing. And regarding this course, digital circuits is actually prerequisite, but whatever the digital circuit topics that is required to understand the microprocessor concepts, most of the topics I have covered in the my lectures. Okay. So even without this digital circuits also, one can easily understand this course. So you have to practice to get the good grade to top in this course. You have to practice basically. So we have a lot of books. You just go through the books and you just see the programs and try to write the programs on your own, and you check with the program that is already available. Similarly, interfacing. So the if you practice, then you will get good rank in the course. So these are the questions already there in this Excel sheet. If you have any more questions, you can ask. Please ask if you have any questions. Final exam is MCQ only, yes. Yeah, flag basically decides whether the result of arithmetical logical operation. So is something like is zero or non-zero, positive or negative. So flag is basically flip flap, which will be having two states, set or reset. So if some condition is satisfied, it will set. If some condition is not satisfied, it will be reset. If I take for example of this zero flag, okay, if you perform the subtraction operation, subtraction of two numbers, say 20 and 10. If you subtract 20 minus 10, you will get 10, which is non-zero. So zero flag is reset. If you want to compare two numbers 10 and 10, subtract or compare. So if both the numbers are 10, if you perform the subtraction 10 minus 10, result is 0, so 0 flag is set. So like that we have the parity flag, sign flag, carry flag. If there is a carry out of the addition, then the carry flag is set. If a carry is between bit 3 to bit 4, auxiliary carry flag will be set. So basically a flag is nothing but a flip flap. Flip flap will have two states, set or reset. If some condition is satisfied, it will set, otherwise reset. PL is phase locked loop, but this term is no way related to this course microprocessor and interfacing. For programming, you can follow Douglas V. Hall also, but in Douglas V. Hall, less examples are there. And there is one book called Microprocessor Based System Design by Rafi. So in that you have some more problems in programs. And there is one more book which is Ajay Kumar. I think full name of that author is A.K. Ray, Ajay Kumar Ray. Opcode is the code used for the operation that is to be performed, like addition, ADD is the opcode, and operand is the data on which the operation has to be performed. For example, if you have something like ADD AL comma 05, so that ADD, capital ADD is the operand, the opcode, and the operand is the data. AL contains some data will be there, comma 05H say. So 05H has to be added to the contents of register AL. So 05H will becomes operand and opcode is ADD. Similarly, MUL is opcode. So the instruction is called opcode and the operand is data that we require for execution of that particular instruction. So not much impact actually. If you gain some knowledge, that knowledge will be useful for your placements. Rather than the certificate, the knowledge that you gain from these courses. But in most of the placements, they will ask the questions based on, even if you claim that you have done so and so course through NPTEL, they will ask some questions based on that. So if you gain some knowledge through that particular course, then it will be useful for replacement. Just merely showing the certificate, I think it will not have much impact. It may be having some little impact, but the most important thing is that you have to learn the contents from that particular course. This load SCM and load BSM, these are not, I mean, related to 8086. In 8086, if you want to load, we have LD, LDE, LEA. There are some load instructions are there, but this LOEDA memory, LOEDB memory, this may be related to some other microprocessor. This instruction, I mean, this microprocessor called ISA, instruction set based on, I mean, microprocessors. Okay? So each microprocessor has its own instruction set. Thank you. Okay, if you don't have any queries, you can close the meeting. Okay, thank you.